Coming up on Cardinals Insider, look back at Hall of Fame weekend.
Ladies and gentlemen, the St. Louis Cardinals 2025 Hall of Fame class.
Plus, check out a very special game for the Pagés family.
We moved when I was 4, and I lived in Miami pretty much my whole life after that.
Later, we're going yard.
Swing and a drive hammered to right. Burleson has put the Cardinals in front.
This is Burley at his best.
All that and so much more straight ahead on a brand new Cardinals Insider.
Welcome to Cardinals Insider. I'm Ozzie Smith. The Cardinals celebrated the induction of Edgar Renteria, Al Raboski, and Walt Jocketty in the Cardinals Hall of Fame earlier this month. The day was full of history, red jackets, and unforgettable moments. Take a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Together Credit Union Plaza at Ballpark Village for the 2025 St. Louis Cardinals Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Now please join me in welcoming back 12 St. Louis Cardinals Hall of Famers. Now let's meet today's honorees. The organization retains the right to induct an individual who has been an important figure in Cardinals history. This year's inductee is Walt Jocketty. Please welcome to the podium, Joey Jocketty.
So the following are my dad's words. As I reflect on my career in baseball, I can't help but feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude. To be inducted in the St. Louis Cardinals Hall of Fame is an honor beyond words, and I'm humbled to be recognized alongside so many legends of this great game. When I think about where it all came together, my mind always goes back to one place, St. Louis. The Cardinals are more than a baseball team. They're a tradition, a symbol of excellence, and a family. For over a decade, I had the honor of helping build a team that embodied those values, and I'm incredibly proud of what we accomplished. To the Cardinals fans, the heartbeat of St. Louis baseball, your passion, your loyalty, and your unwavering support make this game special. Every decision I made, every trade, every signing, it was with the goal of making you proud. Thanks to this incredible honor, he'll always be right here where he belongs in baseball heaven. Thank you.
Let's welcome back Edgar Renteria.
Cheo Kendo take 2 minutes last year talking here. I bet you I'm going to take 1. Thank to the St. Louis Cardinal organization. Thank you for having me in the Hall of Fame. Colombia and my family. Thank you to my teammates, compadres, mis compañeros. So the fans, thank you for supporting me every time. I wish I can speak more English, but my heart, that's what I got. That's what I got for you guys. Love you guys.
Let's welcome the mad Hungarian Al Raboski.
Thank you, Chip. Thank you, Billy. Mr. DeWitt, Mo. I got to thank you for the honor you bestowed on me as the Cardinal ambassador. I was proud of my playing career. When you realize it was 13 seasons in the big leagues and 15 years overall as a pitcher, that's not even a third of my career as a Cardinal broadcaster and ambassador. To Cardinal Nation, to Cardinal employees, to the ushers and usherettes, to the fans. You fans are the heartbeat of this organization. What you have done and continue to do for me means more than you will ever know. In closing, I'm grateful that I found my best friend, my true partner, my wife, Jude. You and our girls, our grandkids, and this red jacket have made me the luckiest madman in the world. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the St. Louis Cardinals 2025 Hall of Fame class.
Pedro Pagés grew up playing baseball in the Miami area and recently got a chance to play in front of his friends and family. Cardinals Insider was on the road trip to capture the special series.
So I was born in Maracay, Venezuela. We moved when I was 4, and I lived in Miami pretty much my whole life after that. So since I was 4, I've been in Doral, and then moved to Fontainebleau when I was a little older with my sister and my brother, and then yeah, just been around this area a lot. There's just so much baseball always going on down here. Obviously, you can play year round. It's always hot. You never have to deal with the winter. We played a lot of baseball, a lot of tournaments. I remember, I feel like every single weekend when I was growing up was just baseball, 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 and it was awesome. I played since I started playing pretty much at 4. Started playing t-ball, I played with my brother, I played up, and then pretty much played every day almost, I think, at practice or games almost every day. Probably over 60 people that I could think of that were probably here the first day. I think it's just a lot of family and friends that I like grew up with, played against, played with. They all like try to come out. They did it last year too, and it's always great to see those guys. It means everything, and to be honest with you, if it wasn't for my family, for my parents, I wouldn't be here. I'm very thankful. Everything I do is for them. I'm always trying to give back whatever way I can to them, just do everything for them, because at the end of the day, if they didn't make the choice to bring me to the States or bring our whole family over, I don't know where I would be. I don't know if I would have made it this far. I don't know. You never know what would have happened. So very grateful for them. There's not a specific word I could put on it just because it's such an amazing thing and I'm very grateful that my family was able to do that for me.
Straight ahead on Cardinals Insider.
Swing and a drive, a hanger, and Pagés destroys that one into the Western Metal Supply Building.
Going, gone. That's straight ahead.
Home runs are special in baseball because they can instantly change the game. Let's check out our 9 favorite homers from the season. We're calling it Top 9 because 9 is the quintessential baseball number.
A swing and a long drive to left field. That's it deep. Back to the wall. It's out of here. Swing and a drive hammered to right. Burleson has put the Cardinals in front.
This is Burley at his best. That's when you start realizing this guy's getting hot.
Swing and a drive, a hanger, and Pagés destroys that one into the Western Metal Supply Building. Now how about a blast? Swing, high fly ball, belted deep left. The Cardinals have tied it. Don't you love it when they follow the script? Swing and a drive, that's hammered. The ball is gone! Gone! Herrera, 3-run lightning bolt. My goodness, that was out of here quick as a hiccup. Swing, fly ball, hit well toward right. At the wall, that baby's gone. Brendan Donovan, you are the father of Mr. Povich. And a high drive by Herrera. It's a 3-homer game. Way into Big Mac land.
That was his longest home run of the 3.
Golf towards center. That's pretty well hit. At the track, hit the wall. It's gone. Burleson with a walk-off homer. Swing, drive, hit high in the air to left. Nolan Arenado walks him off.
Straight ahead, cuteness overload. More on that after the break.
Comedian and St. Louis native Nikki Glazer stopped by Busch Stadium for her first ever theme night. The day was full of laughter, surprises, and even a bobblehead in her honor.
St. Louis native Nikki Glazer, thank you so much for stopping by to chat with us as we celebrate Nikki Glazer Day at Busch Stadium.
So I'm thrilled. It's so nice.
What's the estimate on the number of friends and family you have here today?
We have a box that seats 30, and I think we've pushed it to like 42, plus kids. It's an array of like my family, a bunch of comedians, and then just friends from high school. Like I have 2 friends up there who I have not really talked to in maybe 10 or 12 years that I've just were like, you should come out. This would be a great time to reconnect. We were on the Metrolink on the way here today, and I was talking to my niece, Poppy, and she was like, why are you famous? And I go, why do you think? And she was like, because you're nice. And I was like, well, actually, not being nice has been a big part of why I'm famous. I was like, do you know what a roast is? My nephew, Arlo, was like, I bet one person is going to ask for your autograph today. And I was like, Oh, I think it's gonna be more than that. And I don't really care about that kind of stuff usually, but now every time someone asks me, I go, add another one, now it's 9. And so I'm keeping track now. Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit of Cardinals baseball now. Did you have a favorite Cardinals player growing up?
Of course, Mark McGwire. I moved to St. Louis when I was 6, and it was the first time that I felt like St. Louis was known on this like kind of global stage where it was like we were the biggest thing in town. And he's just, you know, if the Incredible Hulk was orange, I mean, he's an insane person. And that was just such a fun moment to like, every day you'd go to school and be like, what, is it gonna happen tonight? Like, it was just this buildup. So I felt like that was a really good representation for what, you know, the Cardinals do to this town. The Cardinals are the heartbeat of St. Louis, and toasted ravioli is what clogs that heart. So.
or calms it.
Yeah,
you know,
whichever.
Yeah, like
sure.
That comfort food. So let's talk about that first pitch that you just threw.
Yeah.
That was a nice first pitch.
Thank you.
What's the lead up like for a first pitch? Like, is it exciting,
well,
terrifying, nerve-wracking?
Throwing a pitch seems kind of easy, and it's just this one shot, and you can mess it up so badly. And it's just such a classic thing to make fun of celebrities that like think they're cool, and they go out there and they just make a fool of themselves. And we've all seen like the worst pitches, and you just are hoping not to end up on that reel and have that be your like legacy. So this time I was like, okay, I'll practice, but I was like, oh, if I practice and then I'm not good, then it's like even sadder because she tried. Practice actually does make perfect. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it was definitely not embarrassing, and I can breathe the rest of the day.
A portion of each theme ticket sold on Nikki Glazer Day is going to be donated to the Stray Rescue of St. Louis and the St. Louis Avian Rescue.
I got 2 rescue dogs about 10 years ago, and then I've gotten 2 more since then in the past year. Avian rescue, not many people think about, you know, cats and dogs, and that's great. And I love birds so much, and so when I found that there was a local rescue for birds that are just really grassroots, like you go over to this rescue and it's in someone's house. I love Star Rescues, St. Louis Avian Rescue.
Well, the Cardinals, we definitely care about birds. So
yes, exactly.
Yes,
so I think that's where you got Fred Bird.
Exactly.
Was the Avian Rescue.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
he was found in a hoarder's house. Yeah.
He doesn't like to talk about it.
No, he has to process that trauma someday. But until then, he's just going to keep smiling and waving.
What's better than a new season of baseball? Having the schedule revealed by cute puppies. Let's go behind the scenes of the 2026 schedule release video.
Smarty. Look what I got. Good job. Cheese. Steak. And then when I tell you, take your hands away really fast. And go. Puppies. Go. Let go. You sit right there. Hi, Macadamia. Great job. Wow. There you go. What about the cheese? What about the cheese? Yeah, you just sit there. You just sit there and be cute. Oh, you're doing such a good job. You're doing such a good job. There you go. Good. Oh, puppies. Yes. Puppy, I wonder.
And still on deck, hit the links with Cardinals Care. That's when we return.
The Ted Savage Cardinals Care Classic is an annual charity golf tournament that raises funds for the RBI program that's reviving baseball in the inner cities. The event features Cardinals alumni and celebrities. Let's take a closer look. This is the 10th season of Cardinals Insider, and we're celebrating by revisiting some of our favorite features from the past 10 seasons. We're looking back at Adam Wainwright's 200th win, The victory highlighted his consistency and longevity as one of the franchise's most accomplished pitchers.
Accomplished, not many people in the game have, and for us to be a part of it was pretty cool. The amount of dedication, the sacrifice that it takes to do this for as long as you've done it is incredible.
We've been to a lot of great celebrations in this room, and this is right up there with the best of them.
You've not only made yourself one of the greatest pitchers to ever wear a Cardinal uniform, but you've made everybody else around you better.
Looking around, seeing y'all, I just don't want to do it with anybody else, you know? And I'm glad we got to do it together. So thank y'all for helping me get there. Every single person in here had a hand in it.
But I love this city. I love being a St. Louis Cardinal. And I love that I got to play my whole career here. Thank y'all so much for embracing me. I love you.
It's time for this week's trivia question. Which team did Adam Wainwright hit his first home run against? Was it the Miami Marlins, the San Francisco Giants, Chicago Cubs, or Atlanta Braves? Hear the answer when we return.
It's time for the answer to our trivia question, and it's brought to us by Ford. Before the break, we asked, who did Adam Wainwright hit his first home run against? Here's Emily Stevens with the answer.
Adam Wainwright will always be remembered as one of the greatest pitchers in Cardinals history. But in 2006, during his rookie season, he gave fans a surprise reminder he can swing the bat too. That's why he's the focus of this week's trivia question. We asked, what team did Adam Wainwright hit his first home run against? The answer is the San Francisco Giants.
Adam Wainwright built his career on the pitcher's mound, but on May 24th, 2006, he left his mark at the plate. Waino stepped into the batter's box against veteran Noah Lowry, swung on the first pitch, and launched his very first Major League home run at AT&T Park, now known as Oracle Park, in San Francisco.
He just walked up there and said, kaboom!
With that swing, he became only the 7th Cardinal ever to notch a home run as his first career hit. Now, forever part of an elite and unique group of ballplayers. And it was a glimpse of the big moments to come, because whether on the mound or the plate, Waino rose to the occasion. 2006 became a year of firsts for Wainwright, closing out the 2006 World Series and beginning a legendary Cardinals career. For Cardinals Insider, I'm Emily Stevens.
And still to come on Cardinals Insider, plan for plenty of leftovers.
Once it gets past like 4 days, I'm like, smell it. I'm be like, maybe.
Everyone has a different opinion when it comes to takeout. That's why for this week's Ask a Cardinal, we asked, how long would you let cooked chicken sit in the fridge?
Am I heating it back up?
Yeah.
Was it already cooked?
Yes.
I mean, I've meal prepped for a week of chicken, so probably a week. I'd say 5 days. I've never meal prepped for further out than 5 days.
Probably 3 or 4 days. I'm fine with that. Once it gets past like 4 days, I'm like, smell it. I'm be like, maybe.
3 days? Oh, I think it's fair, 3 days.
Max, 2 days, 3, and it's gone. I don't trust it out there.
I don't really eat leftovers, to be honest, but maybe like 2-3 days.
I give everything about 5 to 7 days. I know it's past the FDA approval, but that's just usually that's my number.
I'm kind of bad with this, but sometimes I'll even go up to a week.
Dude,
Like a day max.
Maybe a day?
Probably like a day max. I don't trust chicken after 2 days or 3 days.
Like after that, it's kind of too chewy.
I'm out on chicken in general. I think red meat's better, but cooked chicken, like next day. I'm not eating old chicken.
I don't take too long. Like with like meats, chicken, probably like a month, but it doesn't take longer than a month for me to eat it.
I don't cook. I'm bad at cooking.
What if it was like leftover chicken, like you brought home, like would you eat it the next day or would you just...
Probably not.
I probably wouldn't eat it if it had to go in the fridge at all. As a family, we would keep stuff in there, and my mom she would make us eat all the leftovers, and so we didn't really have that timetable. One time I had some bad pork. It was bad, and even my mom, she tried a bite of it and was like, very prideful and would never admit to her mistakes, and she took a bite and she said, oh yeah, maybe it's a day old, and tossed it. And so, I don't know, I'm a bad, guesser with that, but I would say a week.
I say 3 days. Anything over 3 days, I don't know, like you just knocking the taste out of the chicken. Like it's not good no more.
That's it for this episode. You can catch us each weekend at cardinals.com/insider and on YouTube. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you right back here next week.